Hey everyone. So the holidays are coming up, and this time of the year is really different for me. I never know how I'm going to react, or if I'm going to change, or how things are going to affect me. Basically, I've lost a lot. Um, Coming out as trans wasn't exactly that awesome moment where everybody accepted me. I lost a lot of family, I lost a lot of friends, or people that I thought were friends and family, and it's something that is still hard for me. Um, Even whenever I was younger, the holidays kind of weren't really something that, you know, you hear about holidays and you see pictures and videos of people like hanging out with their family during the holidays, and like in the movies it's great and everybody's happy, and that was never how my childhood was. The holidays with my family was very it felt very scripted, and I never felt like I belonged. um, on really both sides of the family, more so my dad's than my mom's, but on both sides I was kind of the black sheep. And whenever I came out the first time, even just liking women, things changed a lot. And then once I came out as trans, people just, they couldn't get past it. And either they took themselves out of my life, or they became so negative that I had to draw a line somewhere. And so they're no longer a part of my life. Well, the holidays are just a reminder of that for me, and just a reminder of something that I never had. And it's just usually about mid-November to probably about mid-January, or at least the second week in January are the hardest times of my life during the year, usually, just because it is a reminder and it is hard. So if you know me and you see me in person, or you talk to me on an everyday basis, or I don't know, whatever your relationship with me might be, if I'm acting different, or if I'm if I seem to be withdrawn, you know why. And the best thing that you can do is just don't withdraw. As much as I might seem like I don't want to talk, or I don't want to be around anybody, me not being around anybody and me allowing myself to just completely withdraw makes it worse. Um, so best thing you could do is just not allow me to do that. But anyways, um, sorry, sock is attacking my feet. Anyways, there's a lot of people that have similar situations where they lost their family or they lost their friends, and the holidays might be hard for them as well, or a certain time of the year might be hard for them as well. So as an ally, or as somebody that knows people that have gone through something similar, just be there for them. Be there for them in their time of struggle. Be there for them in their downtime, because being friends with somebody isn't always about the best times. It's not always about, hey, you're up in your game and you're having a great time, and I'm gonna be there for you and see you smiling and happy and all that. It's not just, friendship isn't about just those times. It's about being there regardless of how the person feels, and just being there for them. Um, but anyways, yesterday was Transgender Day of Remembrance, and as somebody who has struggled with um, depression and self-harm, it's very common in the transgender community. suicide rates are high, murder rates are high. It's a very misunderstood population, and while it's getting better, it's still not anywhere near where the rest of the world is. And yesterday was a time to remember all those lives that have been lost and just really focus on what we can do to make things better. One thing that I definitely want to do to make things better is make it to where there's not such a stigma attached to being trans, because really it's not that big of a deal. It really shouldn't be. I was born as a female, and that's not who I was. Just like some people are born with a name that they didn't like, or I don't know, they had blue eyes when they were born and later they changed to a different color. I mean, it's just one minute thing about me that just didn't define who I was or who I am, and that's really all it is, and that's all it should be. So just be an ally. Be an ally to the community. Be that friend that they need. Even if you don't know anybody personally, just strive to be that person that others can look to for support. To be their voice if they don't have one. To go with them to the bathroom if they're afraid. As somebody that's trans and as somebody that's in the transgender community, I'm very blessed to be able to not be recognized as trans. I'm stealth and I'm in the closet for my own safety, my own personal reasons at this time, but there's people out there that aren't, and they have a hard time, and the trans community in general has a hard time. Just being a voice really helps a lot. It really helps whenever we have those days that we just hate our body and we can't get over the fact that, it doesn't match who we are, and our self-esteem might be so much lower on that day than it is on other days. And just being an ally and knowing that somebody is out there that is okay with us just as the way we are and loves us just the same regardless of how we were born, that means it matters so much to us. It really speaks volumes. And I know on my lowest days, that's what I think of is all the people out there that support me and love me no matter how I was born or how I was raised, or the fact that I used to play with Barbies. I mean, there's so much more to life, than that, and I think it's important to realize that there are people out there that are going to love and support you no matter what, and it's important to be those people as well. So in honor of Transgender Day of Remembrance, and in honor of today, which is a day to honor those who have been survivors of loved ones that have committed suicide, it's important to show love and respect to each individual regardless of how they were born or what they believe in or whatever it may be. Anyways, that's just some thoughts for today. Love and respect each other, and always choose to be civil, whether you agree or disagree. That's what's important, is remaining true to who you are.